Hello, my darlings. This is Devanin coming to you. Yes, indeed, from the Sex, Drugs, and Jesus podcast. I'm out here marinating on my motherfucking patio, taking a break from my yard work, trying to keep it snatched for the gods. So I wanted to come to y'all. You had the weather fucking beautiful today. It's toasty as fuck outside, but you know, a fucking fire sign like me, a Sagittarius, bitch, I love me some heat. I can take the heat, bitch. I don't be complaining. I love it. Let's turn this heat up and get refined, bitches. Yes. I wanted to talk to y'all about the devil, Lucifer, the son of the morning, Beelzebub, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Okay? Because the bitch is real. You know, sometimes I think about this unrefined, very vague way that people talk about evil, like it's just an energetic force or whatever. But you know, the devil is real. He's a sentient being. He's a person. He exists, you know, with a conscious mind towards, towards the destruction of mankind. So I want to encourage y'all to really sit down and think about how you define evil, because evil is your enemy. You, or unless you're an evil motherfucker, well then evil isn't your enemy because you are the problem. But I want you to really think about that, because I need you to learn how to identify what the fuck your enemy is. You have to know your enemy in order to defeat your enemy. You have to know how they work, how they think, how they tick. What made me think about this, I was thinking about how when I was about 5 years old, right around the time that I started dreaming, when I had my first dream, when the Lord first called me, and that beautiful golden bedazzled cross came and stood in front of me in my dream, I heard an audible evil voice when I was laying in bed with my grandmother. That's how young I was. I was cuddled up next to her, and I heard this voice call to me, and it said my name twice in a very alluring tone. It was like, Devanin, Devanin, like it was trying to bait me into some shit. And I shook my grandmother and woke her up, and I was like, did you call me? She was like, no. She thought it was God, calling Samuel, like he called him 3 times. But the devil, that was the voice of the devil trying to interrupt what God was trying to do. I wasn't asleep when this happened. I was fully awake. I've seen spirits when I was awake. I've had waking visions before when I was awake. I've heard angels come and give warnings. Sometimes they sound like a tap 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 noise that might wake you up in the middle of the night, and you go into the kitchen or wherever, saying like, damn, I thought I heard something. Sometimes it's the Lord sending a warning spirit. But see, we can hear in the spirit, we can smell in the spirit, we can see in the spirit too. And I was thinking about how the devil, was talking to me when I was younger. You could call it a fucking hallucination if you want. Some of y'all are too chicken shit to actually own up to the fact that spirits are real and the spiritual world is real, and there's a large degree of intersectionality in between our world and theirs. And so I want y'all to study Lucifer, study the devil, study who your enemy is. What is it? In the Hebrew Bible, Isaiah chapter 14 is a great book, a great chapter to read. It gives you like a glimpse into like the devil and what's to come of him, and his true nature and everything like that. It talks about how he tries to exalt himself against everything that's God, and and how he fell. Jesus in Luke chapter 10 says he beheld Satan as lightning fall, from the sky when he got his ass kicked out of heaven up there trying to act a fool. Okay, you know how manipulative the devil had to have been to trick a third of the angels, as the story goes, standing before God, being two-faced, wearing a mask before God, manipulating the angels, and it all ended up working against him. So we talk a lot about narcissism on my show, not because I'm not over the shit that happened. I'm very thankful that that cycle is broken off of my life. It started with my dad, actually, when I was born, because he's a narcissist, and he was running around on my mom when she was pregnant with me, and that narcissistic karmic cycle was all the guys that came into my life until this last one, and then when I discarded his ass, that ended the karmic cycle, and I don't have that problem anymore. So I don't have anything to complain about, shit. The lines, as the Bible says, the lines have fallen on me in pleasant places, bitch, and I have a fabulous life now. The sun is brighter, the food tastes better, every goddamn thing is improved. Now that all those evil bastards have been discarded and kicked to the fucking curb. So, but we have a lot of lessons that we can learn from them. We couldn't save them, but goddamn it, we gonna learn, and we gonna work with other people. But I talk about the shit a lot because the spirit of narcissism is like a lighter version of the essence of the core of the devil. So if you look up like the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill, steal, commit adultery, lie, bear false witness, having, no false gods, and, remembering the Sabbath day, which is nothing more than actually putting God first and taking time to lay aside your ambitions and the shit that you want to actually prove to God that he's number one, which a lot of humans don't like to do that. But, ooh, girl, I'm sweating. A little sweaty never hurt nobody, okay? But when you look at those 10 commandments, Satan is like literally like, okay, I see these 10 things God wants, fuck it all. They ain't doing none of it. And a narcissist is the same way. All 10 of those commandments, the narcissist gives no fucks about. They will get up and do whatever the hell they want to do. And like little children labor under a very strong delusion, like they're never going to pay consequences for that. That is probably currently the thing that I laugh about the most is how evil people do the shit, do all this crazy shit, and then when they start getting their asses whipped by karma, oh lordy, I'm not gonna go down that road, but the shit is fucking comical. And I stand from a distance in the spirit watching this happen to people. And I just fucking laugh and go to sleep. And but narcissism is such a huge damn problem. I bet you there's at least one in every family. And so often it's just fucking two people in the family. If it's just two people in a relationship, one of them is so often a narcissist. The bitches are everywhere. It's grossly understated and not spoken about. So I talk about it a lot. I believe another benefit of the Lord letting all of that come into my life was so that I can teach other people, help other people break free of the oppression. The devil represents oppression. Manipulation, gaslighting. He tried to do it to Jesus when he tempted him on the side of the mountain. There is nothing that's in the narcissist playbook that wasn't in Lucifer's first. All of them have discarded everything that's the 10 Commandments. And the 10 Commandments is about boundaries, restraint, discipline, balance. Narcissists don't give a fuck about any of that. Okay? This is why you cannot negotiate with them. They're evil, they're vindictive, they like to get revenge, they don't want to compromise. Neither does the devil. So I want y'all to study the devil, pay attention to these fucking narcissistic people trying to sneak up on you and creep into your life, because they will. Because they cannot exist without somebody to suck the life out of. They will set up fake relationships with you. They will hop in bed with just about any damn body. And then they will, because they just want the energy from people. Don't give a fuck, change, face, rinse, wash, repeat. So I want y'all to be careful, because I run into this every time I leave my fucking house. There's somebody who done got hurt by a narcissist. Fortunately, I'm able to break them free of whatever the hell they're going through. But it's like everywhere. It's like everywhere. How can it be everywhere, but it's barely talked about? I don't like problems and shit sneaking up on me. I don't really leave my house too much, bitch. But when I do, I ain't on high alert, but I be paying attention a different way. I was watching, there's this channel on YouTube called Narc Free. It's real cute and very interesting. When we've dealt with a narcissist, that veil is removed from our eyes and we see the world in a different light. Then we go out and we help other people. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm super spiritual, so I could see the parallels there in between Lucifer and people who embody the spirit of narcissism, who've been taken over by it. And so I want y'all to study the devil. Don't be afraid of the devil. Study the devil. Okay? Call him who he is, Lucifer, Satan. sun in the morning, you know, all of those things. We can't run away. We can't hide and act like you don't exist. You know, we have to call a thing what it is. And when we increase our knowledge, we increase our power over whatever it is that we're facing. So study shit, learn it, and be aware of the people you let into your life, and be cognizant of the sort of energy that they're operating with. There's too many people operating in the spirit of Satan who are very pretty, got silver tongues, okay? And really what they're after is your soul.